Chris Jenkins, and today I'm joined by Daryl Williams for my final interview of the season. It's actually my first postseason interview, so I appreciate you joining, man. This has been, how many years in the making? Like 2 years, 3 years?
It's my third year.
Third year?
Going on to my fourth, yep.
Yeah? Man, I remember distinctly how it all came about. You was at Fozzie's event. He said, hey, I remember that you wanted to interview me, so I appreciate you being a man of your word and even making it in this postseason and happening for me. So, I was telling you before we got started, these interviews, I like to give people a behind-the-scenes look, and everybody likes to know what you guys do. So I like to start with the locker room. Okay, so in the locker room, who's to your left, who's to your right?
My left is Evan. He plays tight end. To my right is John Theus. He plays offensive line.
Okay. Now, I don't think this would be a secret, but also I want to get your take on lockers, right? So who has the messiest locker room in that locker room?
Man, I know my locker was pretty messy. Like, I didn't clean up my locker till after.
Till yesterday?
Yeah, till we got back for exit meetings. But
we could throw you in there if you feel like you got the worst locker.
I don't know. I really don't know though. But I know mine was pretty messy. So.
So what makes yours messy? What all you got up in there?
I had all my cleats and stuff in there. Shirts just randomly in my locker. Shorts and stuff. Gloves.
You got any sucker-free shirts?
Nah. Nah, man.
I heard those are hard to come by, man. What you got to do to get one of those?
I don't know, man. Been trying to get one.
You ain't got one?
Nah.
All right, I haven't got one either. I think I'm gonna work on Trey. We'll get to some of those. But starting lineman, right? So you in the huddle quite a bit, and all of us likes to know what goes on in the huddle. You know, a while back when Cam was talking pre-snap, that went viral. But are there any stories that you can share, like jokes or things that you guys have had in the huddle since you've been in there for a while now?
Yeah, man.
Are you sorting through all the stuff that you can't say?
Nah, I just can't. I really can't remember. For me, I'm just trying to hear the play. It's so hard to hear the play.
Yeah.
At home and away for some reason. For me, I don't know. It's just weird, especially away. I'm like, what? What's the play? And then Kim would have to say it again or someone tell me. But that's all I really realized.
So I got the pleasure of traveling with you guys to New Orleans, and that was a pretty loud place. What was the loudest place that you guys played in this year where you say hearing was a little bit of a challenge?
I think, yeah, definitely New Orleans, and I would say Atlanta and their new dome. It was so hard to hear in there. So between them two.
Those two?
Yeah.
Okay. Another thing I want to talk to you about is, as I'm researching you, by the way, you don't talk to people much, seems like, man. I couldn't find no interviews, no transcripts. I saw a few Oklahoma things. What's up with you? You just
that's just the way I am, man. Like, I've known you for 2 years, and now we finally got here. So, I mean, that's just me. I don't really like doing the interviews. I don't really like talking a lot. I don't really like all eyes on me,
yeah.
You know, unless it's playing football, you know.
I'm checking Instagram and Twitter. I'm like, man, I'm not finding nothing on this guy.
Yeah, I'm really laid back, trying to, you know, do me and just stay out the way.
Just stay focused. Now, you know, if we had been able to interview in the studio, I do know that you like video games.
Yeah.
So we would have had the video games going, but, you know, maybe next time.
Yeah, next time.
But when I was going through everything, I found out that you were a junior.
Yeah.
I didn't know that you were a junior.
Yep. From my dad, you know,
obviously.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm a junior. I want to name, whenever me and my wife start having kids, I want to name my son Daryl if we have a son, but she's not having that right now. So.
She wants all girls?
Well, no, she just don't want.
Oh, she's not ready for the babies yet.
She doesn't want to name our son Daryl. She wants to name him something else.
So you want to get the
junior?
Me. Oh.
Yeah, so
but
we'll see.
It's not anybody's choice, though. I mean, once you get the junior, isn't it like that's your requirement as a man?
That's what I'm saying too, but
right?
she don't get it. But we'll see.
But I want to also say, guys are starting to get junior or senior on the back of their jerseys, like Thomas got his. You hadn't thought about getting junior on the back of yours?
No, I like Williams.
You like Williams?
Yeah, just straight on there. I think Williams Jr. kind of looks kind of weird, but that's just my opinion.
But I just touched on video games, comics. Like, I'm trying to remember. You had told me something about comics, video games. What is it?
I barely read comics. I just watched a lot of cartoons of superheroes and movies and stuff like that. I didn't grow up reading comics. I grew up watching.
Okay.
You know, stuff like that.
So what are some of the favorites? And who's the bigger person in this comic world? Is it you or Fozzie?
I want to say me. I think Fozzie's more I think he's more Marvel side, more Captain America.
Yeah.
I like both sides, really. I like Batman, I like Superman, I like, the Marvel side, I like Wolverine, I like the Avengers, X-Men and all that. I pretty much like everybody.
I don't know, Fozzie got like Captain America everything though.
Yeah,
he has
that's what
like
I'm
book
saying.
bags, socks.
He's
and
pro Captain America, and that's all I see. But I wear the shirts, See, I got Black Panther on
Right,
now.
right.
The next day I could have like a Stag Shot shirt on or a Superman or a Hulk shirt on,
So you're bigger because you're not one-sided.
Yeah.
He's narrow focused. Fozzie, broaden your horizons, all right? Black Panther's coming out. Are you going to see it? You got your tickets yet?
Oh, man. No, I haven't got them yet, but when I go back home, it's me and my brothers and sisters, we grew up watching it together.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. So when we get home, I'm probably going to buy us all the tickets. We're going to go see it together.
And where's home at for you?
Dallas, Texas.
Okay.
We're at Lake Dallas, Texas.
Lake Dallas. When you going? I need to go to Texas, man. Can I
Yeah,
catch
this
Are
is
you
nice.
flying or you driving?
Flying.
Charter? You got a charter? You got room for one more? I'll get my way back, but if you can just help me get there, I'll get back. Okay, so that's on the movie side. Do you have any? So some of these questions also from the fans. They want to get to know Daryl Williams. They want to know favorite TV shows for you.
Favorite TV show?
Do you get
Game
to watch
of Thrones.
Game of Thrones.
Man, I need to catch up on Walking Dead. It happened during the season, the latest season of Walking Dead.
Yeah.
So I haven't been watching it. So whenever I go back home and catch up on that,
Okay.
I feel like I was watching something else. I just can't remember. But Game of Thrones right now.
Game
for
of
sure.
Thrones, Walking
Oh,
Dead.
no. Power. Power is great.
Okay.
So that's what I'm watching right now.
Favorite place to eat around Charlotte? That's always a popular question, man. I couldn't answer it myself, but
It's tough. I like Cowfish.
yeah.
I like Bad Daddy's Burgers. That's pretty good.
Okay.
So.
All right. Going back to some football stuff now. This season, we're not going to get into specifics, but there are distractions that go on.
Mm-hmm.
And all throughout the season, people saying, like, wondering how much that affects you guys. Me personally, I don't know, but that's why I'm going to ask you. How much of stuff going on distract you from doing your job during the season?
It really don't distract me.
Yeah.
Like you're figuring out, I like to stay, in the shadows. I like to, chill and not talk a lot. I like to talk to people I'm comfortable with,
And it takes some people 3-4 years, but we make it.
No disrespect. That's just me, it's just me. But yeah, it don't really distract me at all. Like all the stuff that happened this year, this year I stayed really focused, tunnel vision.
Right.
Trying to just do my job the best I can.
I always, and you can verify this or not, but I always think about it like this. People forget that you guys have jobs just like everybody else here in this building. Whether you got something going on personally, whether you got something going on at work. So when it happens, it's really not, other than everybody knows that it's happening,
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel like it could be that big of a distraction to you.
Yeah, like I said.
This is just life, right?
Yeah.
All right. Your O-line coach, man, sometimes we get to be out there and watch you guys practice and everything. You're smiling already. Tell me about this guy.
Coach Masco, man, he is the best coach I've ever been, worked with,
Does he ride you guys pretty hard, man?
Yeah, he's always going to push us. And, I've never been pushed like that in my life. And it's great. It's obviously made me the player I am today, And I know next year I'm going to do nothing but
I'm sorry,
improve.
can I shake the hand of an all-pro right here? Man, it's good. Congratulations on that.
Appreciate you, man.
But you sound like you're saying you could cut a lot
like
of
I said,
success.
I mean, that accolade, I give it much respect. I couldn't have done it without Coach Masco and Coach Brown. They're great coaches,
Okay. All right. He seems a little. I don't know if I could take it. That's all I was getting. I hear him talking to you. It's like, man. I mean, I guess that's football, but maybe that's why I like being a wide receiver because
sure. If I could, I'd want to be a wide receiver too.
Baker Mayfield.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think of that guy?
He's a great player,
Yeah.
On TV, it looks like one of the most competitive guys, out there in the football world. I was at Oklahoma when he was there. I think he was a freshman or a sophomore.
Really?
Yeah, he was a little bit more.
Flies.
Yeah, he was a little bit more quieter then because, he was younger. I think he was a walk-on at that time. He had transferred, and he was just a little bit more quiet than he is now. But me and my friend used to mess around and joke around with him. But he's definitely improved and gotten better.
Yeah. Again, questions going to be all over the place. Another fan question just came to mind. Any little-known hobbies or talents that you may have?
Hobbies, playing video games. Talents.
Video games, that's it?
Yeah.
Okay. Talents?
No talent. That's what I'm doing do here, man. That's all I do.
Playing football is his talent, right?
Yeah.
I want you to complete this sentence here. So this season was?
I think it was for me personally a great season. For an organization, still a good season. You know, we went to playoffs. People doubted us from the jump after last year's season, so we made playoffs. Obviously, we want to go to the Super Bowl and do bigger and better things, but we'll see what happens next year.
All right. Speaking of those guys, that offensive line group I think is a real dynamic group. Who is the character, would you say, out of that offensive line?
Character.
I don't want to load you with anything, but I want to hear your take on it from your perspective.
Man, in different perspectives, there's different characters. Like, I say Norwell is a character. Yeah. He's quiet, but like you look at Norwell, I can just look at Norwell and just start laughing because he just is Norwell. But I can say Norwell. You can say Trey.
Trey was called Cam called him like the alley cat.
The alley cat
of the lineman because how he's so scrappy
and definitely. He's definitely the scrappiest out of all of us, for sure.
Has he taught you that I don't know if he calls it anything, but he like throws down more offensive linemen than like I usually see. Has he taught you that technique, or you try to pick that up?
That's a Trey thing, man. That's the style. That's the style of play. I say Taylor's a character.
Taylor Moton?
Taylor Moton's a character, But
Taylor, I'm waiting for you to come on because you were supposed to come on, but I'm not giving you a hard time.
Don't wait 2 to 3 years.
Don't wait 2 to 3 years. But, a lot of you guys do. I'm going all over the place again, but what do you think about all the media access that we have to you guys? Is it sometimes too much? Is it just right? Is it something just whatever, part of the job? I think
it's too much, but I can't speak from that point of view because 2 to 3 years.
Right.
I just did another interview last week, which I didn't really want to do, but I knew the guy, the guy I'm kind of cool with, so.
Yeah.
But
it's like stripes, Fans ask me, like, how do you get this? Like some guys, like Stewart, I did interview him one time, and it was at an event off-site, but he was just like, yeah, it just takes me a while, and sometimes I may want to talk. For me, I just kind of think that I think we get too much access to you guys.
I think so.
I think it's a little weird to be, some of the situations like, all right, let these guys breathe. But,
exactly, yeah.
Hey, we always like to keep these fun, short, quick. I'm going to wrap up, but I just want to know, so off-season is upon us. Any fun things lined up or anything on the horizon, or are you just about to go home and put 10 toes up and relax?
I'm gonna definitely take my wife on some type of vacation, either out of the country or in country.
You guys have already been to the Dominican.
Yeah,
you ain't figured this out yet?
How do you know that?
I had to do my research, man.
We've been to the Dominican. Right now we're trying to figure out where we're gonna go. We don't know yet, so.
Someplace Caribbean or?
We're trying to stay in the States. We're thinking about Napa.
Why are you trying to stay in the States? You're afraid to travel right now?
I feel like I've been out of the country too much, but.
Okay.
Just trying to stay in the States and eat good food and relax.
All right, so let's look into this camera here, Mr. Williams, and let these people know how they can follow you. This one right here, yep, and let them know how they can, any social medias and stuff like that you might want to.
We're going to have to pause because I don't even know my social media.
He don't even. So what?
I think it's like D_Wills60 or on Instagram.
So Daryl just says, just come to the games on Sunday, watch, and he will give you the best entertainment that he can. But I'll help you out with it. I'll just put it on the screen or at the bottom of the page.
Just Google me, I guess.
Just Google Daryl with one R. I don't know if I'm the only person that goes to spell Daryl with 2 R's or not.
No, it's DARYL.
It's 1 R, and you'll find all of this stuff. Daryl, thank you so much for coming on. Everybody, thanks for watching. As always, your support helps me get guys like this in the studio or actually out at the stadium today. So please subscribe to the YouTube channel, leave any comments below, and thank you so much for watching.